a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So UCF's offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. It's complete to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Complete on 3rd down. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone at the 20. The Knights have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Makes the catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This
touchdown Knights! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Makes the catch. It's Ramsey. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Continues to fight for yards. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got his man.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Finds a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gonna look downfield again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The snap sets up to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little space.
Returner brings it out to the 38. And your UCF Knights will take over.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. First play of the drive wants to throw. Back open in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He might want another play. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Reads it, fires complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Unloads quickly. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Timeout, UCF.
This quarterback part of their running game. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. Wants to throw on first down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So
turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They want to throw it. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe getting the quarterback.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running into the open space.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your UCF Knights will take over.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to go up top on first down. A full dive to haul that one in.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's long.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramsey. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Mountaineers are on the move. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Barber. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, this guy just has a nose for getting first downs. That's a big risk and gamble there on 4th down, middle of the field. But this guy we've seen in this game already rip off some big runs. I don't know if anywhere as big as the one.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it! Touchdown, Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. Spins away from one. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, a lot of space. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Yeah, you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so close to punching it in, and you could tell he wanted to, but pushed out of that.
Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Line gets set. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barber. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Knights want to move quickly. Wants to keep it in the air. Big fella moving. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 4 over Western Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. It's on target and complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down here for the offense.
3:25.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Knights will hustle to the line.
Brings up second down.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Otis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're still firing away even with this lead. Got it in the middle, it's Otis. That will be the final play as they make the